Good morning and welcome to this week's edition of The Week Ahead. It is a busy week, I think, for at least Ben and I. Linda?
Not as busy, but still busy. There's a lot of things that could come up on the floor of the House and Senate this week, so we're going to be watching for that.
For me, it's issues in the committee, in the Labor Committee. They have work sessions on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, they're going to take up 1410. That's the bill that would set up a paid family medical leave program here in Maine. There is an amendment coming. We don't know what it is. We've heard that it may be a study, but we'll be waiting to see. And then on Thursday, they have an important work session on a number of what I would say controversial labor bills, including 1639, which deals with responsible contracting practices, 1693, which deals with labor law violations, and 402, which is the big bill dealing with changing Maine's overtime standard. The committee is expected to vote on all three bills. All bills were supposed to be out of committee last Friday. Some got an extension for the end of this week. No, that didn't happen. And so we'll be waiting to see what the committee votes shape up on those 2 days. Ben?
Busy week in both the Environment and Natural Resources Committee and the Energy Committee. Environment and Natural Resources is 2 work sessions, one on LD 2104, dealing with extended producer responsibility. There was a brand new amendment that was offered last week that the committee just received on reviewing, so they'll be working the amendment that came forward last week. And also on 2112, dealing with hydrofluorocarbons in refrigerators, commercial grade refrigerators and things of that. They'll be working that bill in the Natural Resources Committee. Energy and Utilities, they'll continue to work LD 1646, dealing with public ownership of our T&D utilities. So they'll continue to work that bill. One other bill I want to highlight that's in the Veteran and Legal Affairs Committee this week that has a public hearing is LD 2136. LD 2136 would ban companies that are based outside of the U.S. from participating in the referendum process here in the state of Maine. We have some concerns with that simply for the fact if you look at our Maine-based companies, a lot of companies, their parent companies are based outside the U.S., and if they get targeted by a referendum process in the future, that could be very concerning in terms of not being able to participate or speak up to defend themselves in a referendum, and it could turn our referendum process really upside down. So that public hearing is on Wednesday, and we have some concerns, and we'll be testifying on that bill. Linda?
Business day is on Thursday, so make sure everybody comes. 8 o'clock to noon. We also, OPEGA is going to hold kind of a work session on the Better and Betty and Maine Capital Investment Credit reports that came out a week ago Friday. So they're going to hold that on Friday at 9 o'clock. And they're also going to we're just going to be watching because a lot of bills came out of taxation last week. And we're going to be watching very closely for if they appear on the House and Senate calendars. So there's going to be a lot of watching. So we still have a busy week.
So just for our viewers at home, when I looked over at the door, we had a special guest appearance by Dana Connors, President CEO of the Maine State Chamber of Commerce. So he was aware.
We should have waved him in.
We should have waved him in and had him part of the show. But anyway.
That's it for us, I think. Stay tuned next weekend, and we'll give you an update on where these exciting bills ended up.
Excellent. And remember, stay classy, Maine.